Welcome back to another video. My name is Melisa and I'm very excited to be talking about intuition on today's video. If you have been watching my videos, you probably know that I'm starting a business guided by my intuition, and I haven't talked much about intuition. I've been sharing how I use intuition to start a business and to make decisions and to do different things, but I wanted to create this video to especially talk about how we can access to intuition, how we can recognize when it's intuition or it's our thoughts or emotions. And I wanted to start with, I've been also sharing that I'm very into astrology and human design, the gene keys. If you also are into these things, you probably are going to relate to what I'm going to say. I wanted to start the video saying that in astrology especially, we talk a lot about some signs being very intuitive, especially water signs. And I've been noticing, it made me very curious. And I would love to, if you would like to share your experience, your thoughts about this subject, I would love to hear your opinions. But I feel like there's a lot of water signs, people that their main sign is water. And I hear from these people that they make decisions or they create ideas about people or situations based on their intuition. And when they share the decision or the idea they have about that thing or that person, sometimes it feels like a very negative thing. And I'm like, I'm sure that wasn't your intuition. That inspired me to talk about intuition and give you a little explanation of when you can recognize when it's your intuition or your mind. And also in my other videos, I've been talking about nervous system and how nervous system is so important in the process of starting a business guided by your intuition, making big life decisions. But to be honest, like for everything in life, becoming best friends with your nervous system is the best. So I'm going to link that video below because I think it's related to this video. And if you are not super familiar with how to regulate your nervous system, what even nervous system is, I would love you to watch that video because yes, that way you can learn a little bit and maybe understand more about the things that I'm talking about today. But yeah, just to give you a little idea, when we regulate our nervous system, we start experience life from a very relaxed state, right? There are many factors and many things that would alterate our nervous system, and that means that we will be contracted. And when our bodies are contracted, we are experiencing low vibration emotions like fear, anxiety, and we are in our heads a lot, right? When we are in high vibrations emotions, elevated emotions, or in happy emotions, when you're happy, when you are feeling enthusiastic, optimistic, you're feeling gratitude, you are expanded and you're not thinking, Think about a good example of this, like when you are watching a beautiful sunset, you're not even thinking, you're just like there with the moment, right? In those moments of relaxation, we are expanded. So for our intuition, that's the game we have to play with intuition, right? And a good example that I can give you, I was talking about astrology, because I think it comes to my mind all the time. Like it's very easy for me to explain things using the concepts of astrology. But even if you don't like astrology, I'm sure if you're on this video because you understand a little bit about intuition, how it works, and you probably know people, even yourself, you can recognize when someone is very intuitive. And the thing with intuition is that it's always going to send you messages. It's always going to tell you to do things. It's going to guide you to do things that are good for you and the collective. Intuition is never, never, never going to tell you go and fight with someone or judge this person. So that's the easiest way how you can catch yourself when you feel like, okay, you got this feeling that seems to be intuition, but then I think the next thing you do is making all this assumption of how someone is, or what the other person, or what the person is going to do. That's when we might have, that's probably when we mix a hit of intuition with our minds. So pay attention to those moments, because it's very easy to get into to follow the thought and not follow our intuition. Intuition is never going to make you judge or make a judgment or to make assumption. Never. In the moment you catch yourself doing those things, that means that you went to your mind. So a good thing that you can do in those situations is that, especially in the context of people, you know, if you're talking with people and you feel like your intuition is telling you, I know why this person is doing this, or why they're behaving this way, stop. You know, it's okay that you have thoughts, you know, but become best friends with your mind too. Pause and get curious. Curiosity is a very good friend of intuition. Get curious, okay? If you got that first feeling of, you know, why the person might be doing this or saying this or that, ask questions, yeah? In the direction of love and compassion, yeah? I hope this is making sense. I hope this inspires you in how you can connect more with your intuition, understand more when you are using your intuition. Ways how we use our intuition every day is like when you go to a grocery store, for example. That's a good way how I play with my intuition, and I know, like, okay, we are connected. And it's when I just go to a grocery store, and it's a space and an environment when we have to make decisions, right? So I just go there without a list, without a plan, and I just start, you know, walking around, and whatever I feel like, oh, blueberries, that's the thing I want, you know? And when you have that knowing, the inner knowing of it is blueberries what I want, that's your intuition, you know? And if you think about that feeling, if you connect with that feeling, it's always positive. It always wants the best for you, right? So apply the same thing to people, situations. Whenever you catch yourself making judgments or assumptions about someone, that means you went to your mind. And that's, if you start playing around with those two examples that I gave you, the grocery store and when we have interactions with people, and you start catching yourself going into your mind, that's a good way how you can create a stronger relationship with your intuition, right? By you noticing when you're going in your mind and when you are not at the grocery store, you start, you know, getting stronger, that muscle of the, like, call things muscles. I like to think that our intuition is also a muscle that we can get stronger. I would love to hear if you have any experiences, if you would like to share anything. If you have questions, please feel free to comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions, to get to know you. For now, thanks so much for watching. Until a next video, peace and love. I hope you enjoy playing around with your intuition. All right, peace and love.